in the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mike, go set. Check 59, 59. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. 19 yards that time for number 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 11. That's another.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell sheds him off. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check, 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 check.
Now Bell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Darnold completes it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
694. Hey, Haywood. 53, check 53.
Now Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Express. Watch 57. Coming to you. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the 36, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Watch the curve. White.
This will be caught at about the 5. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run it with Jacobs. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's got a moonwalk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And just no Chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. From the 50, it's Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. On first down, it's Bell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Darnold looking for Perriman there. He's got him.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Rashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point safely through, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on first down. Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 27 yards there, a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That's complete. It's Bell. 23 yards the pickup there. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Darnold on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to... Darnold, he lost the football. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again on second down. Darnold. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
It's 2nd down.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Man, that's trash. Move. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
To throw again. Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 11-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold goes underneath for Bell. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Darnold's throw caught here by Anunwa. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Darnold now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. To throw is Darnold. This is caught. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Maurice Hurst, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra.
Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Hey, 734.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. One, later one. Ain't no such thing.
Throwing now is Carr. Aguilar has it. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. I smell fear in that offense.
To throw, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Check.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year. The best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. The Jets on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carrier, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Bell. Room here to run. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. Maybe starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Muhammad. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 33-yard line.
They go again with Muhammad. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Quentin Williams in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Jets, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year.